Hi, and welcome to Salento with love, and more than anything else, welcome to, well, we could probably say the last episode of Mississippi with love. It's been a beautiful journey. In fact, I think you should go back. If you've only just landed on the channel and you don't know really anything about the journey of this historic building embedded in the Centro Storico of Galatina, well then just go back to episode 1, episode 2, and it really gives you an idea of what the word transformation really means. For every one of you who's been watching the entire series and has been eagerly waiting for the delivery, well, I think it's time to go in and see exactly what's happened. And you know what? I think we should start right here where we are now. So let's see what's happened to this courtyard that leads to one of the two properties. Yes, because you remember, here are two properties that we are delivering. So let's go back a few steps. Well, the real challenge that was surpassed was the fact that these two units, they were not in use for probably 60, 70 years. They were not connected to the sewer and the water. So you may remember in one of the episodes when the digging happened, the whole street got closed, they dug up, the sewer went in, and also the connection to the water. Well, definitely this courtyard wasn't as beautiful as it is today. And through the process of putting this beautiful stone down in this courtyard, a well was discovered. Can you believe it? It had been closed and sealed maybe for 50, 60, 70 years. And while we were doing this, well, no one felt in it, but we discovered a well. And you know what? We had a little piece of string, we lowered it down, 22 feet of water. So for that reason, we thought, well, it's a good idea if we put a grill over the top and a big padlock. So we just had the bit around built in stone and the grill that's just been built, and it looks almost like a medieval grill that is actually securing that. The AC unit, we didn't have a roof terrace. We want to make it independent, although there was a roof terrace, but it belonged to a different unit, even if it's the same owner, but I wanted to keep things separately. So the AC unit is just there and is hidden under that cage that was purposely built to hide it. And you know what? I can't hear it, but it's on. Let's go in now. I think it's time. Well, just one last thing. What about the lighting? Beautiful. This wall has been painted white. We left it rough, but painted white to give really that beautiful look of that Mediterranean look. Those rusted curtain lights in the evening really create a beautiful environment. Let's go in. A little bit of technology was introduced to allow you entry into the property. Are you enjoying the video but you haven't subscribed yet? Well, press the little subscribe button and the little bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Anyone who's been following the channel knows that I really do like to introduce modern techniques into ancient environments, because it's nice to keep some of the features, some of these old, incredibly old features, like this beautiful stone with this patina, but at the same time, a double glazed unit with a heat resistant glass, with a UV glass, so it's nice and cold even when the sun is beating, but with a keypad that allows us to come back in the evening without thinking about a key. Question is, are you ready to come in? Now, for any one of you who's been watching Thank God It's Friday, yes, if you are not watching Thank God It's Friday, man, you got to watch Thank God It's Friday. Then you get to see what happens on my daily basis. So you would have seen the development, including already the finish inside, because I've been here every single day, especially now doing those final details. So Thank God It's Friday. If you haven't subscribed to that particular series, you should do that. But for any one of you who hasn't seen the finish, beautiful Mississippi with love, let's go in. How do you bring ancient construction into modern living? Well, just by having a glimpse of that ancient period. These stone walls, which they were built probably around about the 12th or 13th century before blocks were actually created, are a testimony really of how ancient some of these buildings are. The industrial look there and how that space was split, creating a beautiful and very large bathroom. But just a small detail, they are symmetrical, and the wall in between I decided to clad it in metal, so there is no interaction of any other material. Sometimes little details like that are very important. A couple of other things that are very crucial about this refurb: the entire property has underfloor heating system, electric, divided into 3 zones: the main area, the bedroom, and the bathroom, meaning that you can control each individual zone independently, and also you can have an incredible amount of comfort. Isn't that amazing? Also, details that do make the difference when you have the right artisan. These doors were actually built. It's not something that you can pick up from the shelf. So the handles were actually handmade to match the thickness. Okay, that's a little bit too much for me. Sometimes I'm a little crazy. I drive everyone crazy. Sometimes I could do more, or probably I'm just limited to what I do. But little things like that for me, when I finish the job, it's actually what makes the difference. Also, the perfect cut under the door of the different flooring was a lot of planning into that to make sure that when the door is closed, there is no polluting from one floor to another floor. I love that word, polluting, because yes, sometimes our mind gets polluted, but even from a design point of view, things can get polluted. AC units in all the rooms. So these 2 rooms have 2 fantastic last generation AC units, offering at the moment a fantastic 23 degrees in here, while we have more than 30 degrees outside. The window that you see above there, it's operated with a little remote control here, so you can open and close that window just by pressing a button. And I think that is just fantastic. Now you're thinking, okay, where am I going to cook? Well, I did say this was the last episode of Mississippi with Love, but then maybe I will share on Thank God It's Friday the kitchen that is going to be mounted here, the sofa that is going to go there, the table, and the proud owner of this property arriving tomorrow will probably make some of those final choices of furnishing to make this beautiful property into what you can call a home. Now, are you ready to see the next one? Well, I think this deserves a round of applause. Let's go and see the next one. Well, what you're seeing here is not what I saw 2 years ago when I saw this property for the first time. It's totally been transformed, but also through the transformation, a lot of the original features which they were plastered and cladded have been exposed. Also, an horrible wooden door that was there was removed, and a beautiful gate in cast iron has been built, and that would allow for the circulation of air in that basement, but also just to have a secure basement. So we're not going to spend a lot of time in the basement, but I think if you go back to the previous videos, you can see exactly how beautiful that area is. Oh, are you still there? That means that you are enjoying our videos. Thank you very much for following the channel. Did you know that every Friday we issue a video called Thank God It's Friday, and you can sit if you join our membership? Do that, and I'll see you every Friday. This area, which is now a bathroom, is probably one of my pride and joy of this project. So before I wrap up the entire project, I just wanted to spend maybe 1 minute showing you what's been done here. First of all, the cementina upstairs is being saved. So we wanted also to have a cementina in here. There was no flooring in here and all the plumbing needed to go through. The double basin is going to be fitted here, and well, he's waiting for my little touch. So maybe you'll see that on the Thank God It's Friday when I make this beautiful Hollywood top that is going to complete this bathroom. But a couple of things that are very special in this bathroom. So the first thing I would say that is extremely special is this glass enclosure that was built to actually fit all the different movement of the glass. It's only if you're here and you're watching the details that you can see the glass is being shaped, and this is toughened glass. So the glass is laser cut and it's been shaped to fit the entire space precisely, like a glove. The cut in the glass allows for the railing to run up and down. That's Ludovica in there. Hi Ludovica. But creating a perfect enclosure. And one detail that I'm very proud, well actually I would say I can go on, but first of all the tiles were handmade to match the same pattern that we have in the rooms. But I just thought, well, in the bathroom, let's jazz it up. Let's bring this blue in. And so the pattern, it's got this blue, beautiful color. But you want to see a little secret door? Here we are. I don't know, sometimes it works first time round. Let's see. No? Second time round. Look at that. This was a piece of engineering. Sometimes you think, oh, it's so simple. No, this is complicated. Apart from making sure that the opening was perfect, then you actually had to get somebody to build the entire metal frame and then for the tiler to tile everything perfectly. Why did I want this here? Well, because this opening here, it's connected to the roof terrace of another property. These houses are, they're like a labyrinth. And so I thought, well, this would give us a little bit of fresh air while you're having a shower, but at the same time, I didn't want a window in the shower. So you can close it, perfect. That, it's what you call the devil detail. Well, this very spacious bedroom now with this patina that has been left of the original ceiling, it's so special. And to make it really, really special is this beautiful large door. And you may think, Davide, why did you build a door here separating this bedroom from the rest? Well, it's simple. I'll show you. First of all, this original door, who has survived for more than 100 years, and it has survived really a massive refurb with a lot of work going on, now creates darkness in the bedroom. But here we have the access to a majestic roof terrace. So my idea was right from the beginning, if you want to go to the roof terrace and you're still in bed and you don't want people to brush past your bed, so this beautiful feature, first of all, it represents an extraordinary feature, but also it gives you the opportunity of separating the bedroom without putting walls and creating a very contemporary environment. Are you ready for the roof? So, did you enjoy this last walk through Mississippi with love? Well, a couple of things. First of all, why we call this series Mississippi with Love? Well, the first reason is obviously because the proud owner of these two properties is from Mississippi. Through this work, I've encountered some extraordinary people with energies that I would have never expected. The owner of these two units, it's one of them together with many others. I'm not just proud of the fact that I've been able to bring life back to these two units, but I've been extremely overwhelmed by the generosity as well of some of the people that have trusted the process of remote purchasing and remote refurbishment. Now you've got to remember that all of this project that you've seen in these episodes was handled with the client being thousands of miles away and trusting not just the financial aspect of this refurbishment, but trusting as well some of the decisions when it came to design, colors, materials, and things that we used to deliver the best possible house or home to build new memories. So the first thing I would say at the end of this video, thank you very much for your generosity of your soul and your support towards Salento with Love and my team. I would also say thank you very much to everyone who's been following the channel and has been supporting me with the comments and has been supporting me by believing that Salento is the place to be. I really love this area. I've traveled around the world, but there is really something magical about this. And when you see a property like this that has been standing for 200-300 years, coming back together, when you know very well that the right energies are there and they can be shared for future generations. So thank you very much for following the channel, supporting our efforts, and believing in remote purchasing and remote refurbishment. Now, what about the property? Well, the property, you've seen it through the videos, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4. It's been a journey, but it's been an incredible journey. It wasn't an easy, although it wasn't large, but it wasn't an easy property to develop. Couple of challenging tasks. The stairs, which everybody's thinking, Davide, what are you going to do with the stairs? Well, now you've seen them. They are absolutely spectacular. How to create an independent environment with the bedroom. I showed you this beautiful door that was built. How can you turn a barrel ceiling small room into a luxurious bathroom? I know you haven't seen the double basin yet, but it will happen and it will be absolutely stunning. Things like that. How do you save the original floor and still introducing comfort with the AC, the underfloor heating system? So many decisions need to be made when you are refurbishing a property, and you just need to make sure that you have someone on site who has that element of taste, but more than anything else, as an element of loving you, because it's through the love that we feel and the passion that we can deliver the highest result for the people that trust us. So it's been an amazing journey. I've been very, very happy to share it with the world and delivering two. So remember, this is not just one property. It could have been a video of just one property, but this is two properties totally separate from a cadastral point of view, from a title deed point of view. So we have actually delivered two properties at the beginning of September 2024. Well, what I can say is I hope you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the Thank God It's Friday, because it gives you the opportunity to see what happens on a daily basis. Let me know what you think about some of the choices and details about Mississippi with Love and their refurbishment. And well, I can go on and on, but I will stop now because you've had enough of me. And so what I'll say now at this stage is subscribe to the channel, press the little bell, and the most important thing is stay safe wherever you are. The AC unit was fitted. Sta mosca. The AC unit. Hey. Okay. This is not going in the video. Maybe. It's one of these flies. Reminds me of Australia. I wonder why the Australians want to leave Australia. But anyway, that's another story. But anyone who's been... This fly. I'm going to... This fly... See, that's how your mind plays up. But yeah. Hey, you. Are you in... Are you in...